Okay, ready for some more exciting action this weekend. The league is back. I've been asked whether the international competitions. I skipped them actually. My system works best for the leagues for when each play each and with home and away games and so on. And the international competitions, I've compiled this, of course. I've done this for 30 years as well. But the result is the algorithms do not work so perfectly well. So you would have to do those adjustments and think about things like everyone else does. I stick to my guns, the league competitions they are going over the year, and the 3-month break. Okay, actually from May till let's say July somewhere, so 2 months at least rest, and the big competitions still I'm excited about, and I might get involved somehow, but the league competitions, that is fine for me. The perfect kind of betting game I was introducing to you yesterday, I just wanted to quickly come back to that, because every bet, I mean, we are up to going to the big challenge here right now, okay? So let's face it here, big challenge, monkey versus human. I mean, I'm about to maybe make some more challenges like that, and you could also get involved somehow. I'm trying to work out a way to get you into this betting stuff and somehow understanding. I was talking about paper betting yesterday. This is kind of paper betting, so we're not losing any money. We just look what the results are, and you could do that for a year maybe, and just check how well you're doing. You might be too excited about it, but I can promise, as soon as you start the paper betting, it's also some kind of excitement about it, because you start to hope for your bets to come as if there were money on. Even if you don't lose, but you hope for it to come, you get excited about it, you hope for good results, and if you're losing, you say, okay, thank God I didn't bet on that, right? Because and if you're winning, you say, okay, this seems to be a system behind that, so I'm gonna go for it. It may be, if you follow a certain system, and then you might get there, beat the market, and so it's some excitement. I mean, instead of going for the 1x2, as I said here, and then you bet with friends, and you can also do more than 2. You can make a whole betting game with 20 participants, 30 of them. They all write down their probabilities, you add them up to work out how much everyone is betting on it, because I was showing this algorithm, or check back that video. So you can do that, but you could also do it just on a 1 or on a 2 chances, win or not win, right? If you say Liverpool are gonna win, and the other one say, no, they're not going to win. So this is win or not win. So you always have the reverse probability, as I was showing. 35% for Liverpool to win, 65% they are not going to win, wherever it ends up here. So it could be as well, two-sided, win or not win, right? You could say favorite's going to win or not going to win. And like that, you could also do this for like that, and with friends. And I was trying to point out that every bet you make is rather the statement: the price is wrong. You're paying me the wrong price. The probability is bigger than the reciprocal of your price. This is what a bet should be. But why wouldn't we? So the bookmaker is compiling his prices, and I'm showing you this within this example here. Here are the prices compiled from the bookmaker. I've done the same work, but I'm not going to show you now. I might introduce it somewhere else. But here, the bookie has made his compilation, and he's saying, okay, this is 2.0, so your maximum chance is 50%. This is the reciprocal of that. This is again getting back to that example where they Yeah, I've compiled plenty of videos about that, and I can't remember the title now. But this is the reciprocal of that, and so this is, he says rather, this is the maximum probability you may have. If you pick Stuttgart, you can also go for this. This is the maximum probability for a draw or for an away win. Anyway, the bet, if you start a bet, you could also, he says it's maximum 50%, but he could, as of course he wants his edge in there, so you would rather say it's a maximum of 46, 47%, something like that, because he wants a small edge in every bet. He compiles his prices so to make some winnings, not to give you some fair entertainment, right? Some excitement about it, and in the end you're both even. You wouldn't do that. He is starting a business, so he has to calculate some winnings, and in the end he's got to be there. If he wouldn't be there, if he would be losing, you would be have to change the bookmaker. I mean, he was not good enough. But you might be happy for a moment, but if they all lost their money, you couldn't bet anymore. Or you just bet with friends or bet exchanges, as I was trying to point out. But you could also bet like that. You write down a probability and the other one writes down a probability for a certain event to come or not to come. You know, it's, if you say it comes 22%, so it's 78%, it's not going to come. So the other one can do the same. You have a bet, an instant bet. And if you're very close to each other, you have a very low payout, as I was showing here. If it's 70%, if you might as well enhance this to maybe 80%, and this one here, you can't, I can't do that because, okay, so it's to something like 14% maybe. So then there's no more, you know, no more turnover here to expect. Just, yeah, okay, still on the away win, it's well, no, away win is even. So just the draw would still, yeah, 14 against 12% is still something to pay out. But otherwise, you more or less agree. So there's no big differences. So just a small payout. Of course, the bookmaker wouldn't do that kind of betting too. He writes down his probability. You can attack it with your probability, and you get a payout. He would have to collect some percentage for him as well. So you would say it's 46%, but if you have, and you say 48% it's going to come, then you may end up even or something like that. But anyway, every bet, if you don't go with friends, just bet on those probabilities. You're gonna, you know, if you write them down independently, then you have a bet on whatever there is, right? You can have a bet. You say this is going to happen with this percentage. He says it is going to happen with this percentage. So you have a bet. You can calculate it like that, the way you worked it out. Okay, talking a lot about this. Again, half the time gone already. I'm trying to show you now for this weekend, we're going to do that human versus... oh, sorry, I was just trying to zoom that one and to make it a bit better visible for you. Anyway, I entered the cash point prices here, and I entered my bet, so to say. I did not even look at the prices this time, so I just, you know, I'm using my football knowledge. You can do it yourself too, compare it later. I don't know if you could copy that over or something like that, or type it in your Excel file, or we could somehow find a way maybe to extend it. I'm gonna here the so QuickTime player fell over. No idea why. I'm gonna cut that. Okay. Monkey is just gonna make his random choice once, so I'm gonna do a random number here and work out the, you know, 1/3 for this, 1/3 for this, 1/3 for that. He's just flipping a three-sided coin. I don't know, a dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2 is 1, 3, 4 is X, 5 and 6 is away win. So this is, you could, how could you could do on a three-way outcome, right? 1 x2 you roll the dice. 1 and 2 is the first choice. So he's just doing random choices, but he's only gonna do it once. So this is the random number now. So off you go. It's I recalculated this, and he's gonna. So these are the choices, and I'm gonna copy those over here because they should not change anymore. So those are his picks for the games here, and I made a mistake. I have to just enter the values, Werte values, and so this is what he selected here. Draw between Stuttgart, Cologne. I just this time, you know, Germany 1, 2, Premier League, France, Italy, Spain. That's all. I mean, it's enough games, and I introduced the second Bundesliga. I could have solved that as well. Anyway, so I entered the cash points prices here, and actually, when doing my bets here, I did not even look at it. Right? So you can. I wouldn't do that like that. Still, I'm using partly my expertise. You can say, I would do myself something similar, or you would say Stuttgart are not going to win. I selected Stuttgart here, no idea. Bayern, okay, I wouldn't do that for that price. But anyway, if I'm forced to do something, I no idea really. I would, you know, it's hard to tell, but I'm somehow saying I bet by intuition, whatever you want. Hoffenheim are going to win, Hertha to beat Schalke, Mainz are not going to win, I say, so a draw. Frankfurt gonna win in Hanover, so some outsiders as well. So this is just, you know, you shouldn't follow these or do it or whatever you wish. But the outsider, I wish somehow, you know, Dortmund, and yeah, I don't, you know, I go for Leipzig. That's it. Leverkusen are not gonna win. So a couple of outsiders here. The last 4 are rather outsiders, and also Werder you could consider, you know, market says 2.61, 2.6, so they are considered outsiders. Even game. St. Pauli, big favorite, not going to win, I say, but X doesn't help if Kaiserslautern win, so I would rather say no home win, but I'm forced here now to just go for a 1x2. So I take Duisburg. I don't want to go into too much detail, but I was so impressed by Duisburg, but the price is not really attractive, so market seeing that like myself, but this was also because Braunschweig were no good. I go for Ingolstadt, not really by this is a away win. Okay, sorry, the format is not quite perfect here. Sandhausen to win in Bochum. Bochum just sacked their coach. I mean, they sacked Verbeek, who I really liked, and I was living in Bochum, so I know the stadium. I've been there, and I liked Verbeek. He was sacked, and now they sacked Aslan, what's his name, Atalan as well, and. Yeah, this is all rubbish what they are doing, right? I mean, no idea. So, yeah, at the moment. And Sandhausen, yeah, they are doing perfectly well. They just hide, you know, keep modest. We're very small. We don't want, you know, we're not attacking. We just try to defend, hold our lines, and so on. So Bielefeld to beat the leaders, Düsseldorf. Heidenheim to beat Kiel. Kiel are my you know, I said second match there, I said they are the best, they are top of the table. I always lose money against them, but I once again say they're not going to win. Yeah, Heidenheim no good, but that's bad. Fürth to beat Aue because they are ready to collect the win. But you know, really, Regensburg to beat. This is rather Regensburg have been good, and Union can't really convince me. They are in Berlin here. I've been to the stadium, of course, a couple of times, but not regularly. Darmstadt to beat Nürnberg, some home wins. Liverpool, big game here. Man U, I just, you know, this is, you could say, I bet on the price, it's an even game. No idea, really. I mean, this is an X, why not? I mean, someone would say, okay, big game, why not draw the top 2 of the top teams? I'm a bit annoyed here. Oh, why would this always, you know, change the format here? I'm ready in a couple of minutes. It's just some selections, right? Man City, okay, yeah, this price is actually not that bad. The draw with Swansea, Tottenham to win, yeah, of course, everyone, Arsenal. Everton are not going to win. I would rather even go for Brighton. I take the X. Newcastle, away win, outsider. Leicester, home win. I think they are not that bad, but pretty low on the table. So, well, anyway. Away win, Monaco, that's, yeah, rather, yeah, Monaco is still one of the top sides. PSG, like Bayern and Man City, also the heaviest favorites. You say, okay, they are going to win, what else? Draws here, a couple of draws, they are, yeah, okay. Saint-Etienne home win, Amiens, Toulouse are not going to win. Toulouse are going to lose, okay, but are Toulouse. Toulouse are Toulouse, so easy one. Bordeaux to win. Draw here, and so on. And look what the monkey did. He had no idea. He just make random choices. What is it all about? I didn't bet these. Okay, we go through quickly here to get ready. So we take Fiorentina, right? Not great. I mean, Spal, yeah, no good. But this is a silly one, okay? We say they're gonna win a point here. Cagliari, yeah, somehow I like, you know, from the pizzeria here next. These come from Sardinia, so I go for them. They're just silly ideas. Okay, Torino are good. Here, Sampdoria, I go for the draw here. Just to have some yeah, Sassuolo I used to like. They are no good at the moment. I don't know. Inter Milan, this is a certain draw. Everyone knows that, right? Benevento never win a game, never win a point. But of course, Verona as well, no points at all. Espanyol are not going to win, so I take, I mean, this is just silly. Bilbao to beat, okay, some kind of outsider. We have to take Real, what else? We have to take Real Sociedad. Here I would rather, you know, yeah. So it fell over twice. No idea what happens to QuickTime Player. But I was into those final bets here. Big challenge, monkey versus human. Yeah, last one to bet. What would we? I'm gonna go for Las Palmas here. Okay. So I could do that next time. I could do that a bit more. You know, the way I could possibly do it here. You know, when I showed you once this, but I don't want to bother you for that long. Here, for example, when you see Stuttgart at home, for example, draw, win, away they lost. Cologne just a single point, so we could do that in some more detail, maybe, but just rather on that level. On that level, you know, I'm an expert. I'm gonna predict the outcomes, but I don't look at the prices, which you always should do, right? Any bet can never be, you know, they are gonna win. This is not the kind you're ever gonna make money, right? You have to combine this with a probability somehow, you know. The probability is this, or you say, I'm gonna bet Liverpool in case I get 140. Okay, bookmakers price 130. Okay, I let go. I can't do that, right? Or I mean, just any game, right? You could say, I want this price. Do I get it? You can note it before, take it down, and then say, okay, this is the price I need. Then I'm gonna bet it, right? This is an improvement already, right? If you could start to improve. Now we got the big challenge on here. So this has been stored now. I mean, we have the screenshots. We could have a look later, but we could have the same choices here. The one thing about it is that here are the Bookies Edge. I calculated it rather also to check whether my entries have been fine, right? The Bookies Edge is the sum of the reciprocal of those prices. So this is the sum of 1 divided by that. I can double 1 divided by this, 1 divided plus 1 divided by this, 1 divided by this. That makes 106. So he wants some money. I mean, he has to, you know, otherwise there would be no entertainment. I explained this before. So yeah, we could, anyway, so this is his calculations, right? You're losing like 6% if you bet them all, or you can, yeah, you have to distribute the money well to make sure you're gonna lose that. That's like on a roulette table, right? When you bet every single number, 37 numbers, you can be certain to win 36 back, so you make sure you're gonna lose 1 unit, right? If you bet every single. So this, you could make sure to lose, right? If you pick the right amount of money on every single chance, you make sure you're gonna lose. Anyway, I made this, this is the max prop conceded, as I showed in the other example, which I don't know the name of, but you might find it if you check back the older videos. And It's about reverse odds something. Could be. And here are those chances. And here are the chances of the choices we made, right? So this is, Monkey went for Freiburg by coincidence. Anyway, so this is his chance, right, to win here. This is his maximum chance, the bookie concedes. I'm going for the 93, so it will be all decided in this one game. If Freiburg are going to win, he's going to beat me. Anyway, and on Monday we will have here, and I'm going to do that, or Tuesday rather, in a week, 17th, we see here, 10th of October. And I will do the calculation here, how we, so we will have the final results, 1x2, whatever came out. And then we have to say, this one has been right, he has been winning this one, he's winning this one. So then we'll get back the prices. But what we have here on top of that is, and I could do some other stats about it, right? So this is, of course, not a percentage, it's a number. So this is the amount of hits, the maximum amount conceded by the bookmaker, or something like that, right? So, and this is what I would expect to the amount of hits. And you see already here that in some sense I was somehow going for favorites, right? So I'm a favorite better with these choices, because I'm expecting to hit more, to get more bets right. But of course the prices will be lower. If the Monkey just makes its random choices, he's gonna, yeah, he's going for Freiburg, a very low price, or up here for 5.71%. So he's a lower. I rather selected in some sense the favorites. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you with this. It's a kind of betting game. I might, you know, we might find a way to install this somewhere, so everyone can take part in that, right? And we could even agree we don't have to bet every single game, right? You can just make your choices. You say, I'm happy with this one bet. If you win, you still might beat all the others, right? Something like that, a kind of betting game online here. Anyway, I'll leave you with this. So this is the Monkey, the big challenge, Monkey versus Human. We will get back with this on Tuesday, I promise. So I hope you enjoyed it, and leave your likes. Or I could show you the, no, I'm not gonna do that. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye, I'm gonna leave now.